Question number 1. Representation of data using rectangles of uniform width and equal spacing between them is called dash. Great job. Bar graph is the accurate answer. Question number 2. What will be the output produced by following code statements? 87 to 5.0 equal to. Right again. 1710 true is a valid answer. Question number 3. There are 2 blue, 3 red and 5 black balls in a bag. What is the probability of getting a black ball? Strong choice. 1.2 is the right answer. Question number 4. Raid picks a card at random. Without putting the first card back, he picks a second card at random. Nice work. You chose dependent and it is correct. Question number 5. Which football team scored 6 goals in their opening match at the World Cup in Qatar against Iran? Valid point. England is true. Question number 6. Which of the following representation is suitable to represent the information in the bar chart? You got it. Your choice line graph is right. Question number 7. A bag has 4 red balls and 4 green balls. What is the probability of getting a red ball randomly? Clear logic. Your choice 1+8 is sound and 100% true. Question number 8. A dash is a pictorial representation of the grouped data in the form of bars touching each other. On track. Histogram is the correct answer. Question number 9. The difference between the highest and the lowest value of the observations in a data is called more. Perfect. Range is the correct choice. Question number 10. Determine the likelihood of the following event. Drawing a red card from a standard deck of cards. Solid response. 1.2 is a valid choice. Question number 11. There are 20 questions in a test, and you get 75% correct. How many questions do you get right? Excellent choice. 15 is the right answer. Question number 12. Juan solved 8 math problems every day for 7 days. How many problems did he solve altogether? Correct. 56 is the right answer. Question number 13. This function in the library of pandas allows you to manipulate data and create new variables. Well picked. Apply function is the correct answer. Question number 14. What is the name of the table where data is recorded so that it can be counted using numbers? Exactly. Frequency table makes sense and it is right choice. Question number 15. Boolean data types are considered as integers because true is considered as 1 and false as 0. Correct response. Yes is the most accurate answer. Question number 16. Which observation in the following data has maximum frequency? 1, 1, 2, 4, 3, 2, 2, 1, 2, 4. Well reasoned. 2 is the correct choice. Question number 17. What is the probability that a student chosen at random out of 3 girls and 4 boys is a boy? Nicely done. 4p7 is a solid answer. Question number 18. What is the probability of pulling a non-face card from a deck of cards? P = 2. Excellent. 40/52 is a brilliant choice. Question number 19. What is the probability of getting a red king from a well-shuffled deck of 52 playing cards? Great thinking. Funty26 is the right choice. Question number 20. A boy had a bike for rupee 32,000 and was sold for rupee 45,000. What was the boy's profit? Well done. Rupee 3,000 is the right choice. Question number 21. When a die is thrown, list the outcomes of an event of getting a number not greater than 5. Right choice. 4 is the best answer. Question number 22. To find the dash, you add up all the numbers and then divide by how many numbers you have. Good thinking. Mean is the right answer. Question number 23. The visual representation of data to compare quantities of various categories is called sharp thinking. Bar graph is the right choice. Question number 24. A bag has 3 red marbles, 2 blue and 4 yellow. What is the probability of pulling a red? Smart move. 1 to 3 is an accurate answer. Question number 25. Which of the following library in Python is used for plotting graphs and visualization? You're right. Foodplotlib is the correct answer. Question number 26. A coin is tossed. Which of the following is the probability of getting a head or tail? Bravo, 1 is the answer. Question number 27. Number of times an observation has occurred in a given data is dash of an observation. Good job. Your answer frequency works well here. Question number 28. Arranging the numerical figures in an ascending and descending order is called a dash. You chose array, and it is correct. Question number 29. What is the probability of rolling an even number on a dice? The dice is numbered 1, 6. Nice selection. 1 pre 2 is the correct and valid answer. Question number 30. A geometric representation showing the relationship between a whole and its parts is a smart pick. Pie chart is the correct choice. Question number 31. Frequency of 5 in the given data 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 5, 9, 1, 3, 5, 4, 3, 0, 1, 2, 4, 6. Sharp thinking. 3 is the right choice. Question number 32. How do Python represent a complex number with real part and imaginary part? Smart pick. 325J is the correct choice. Question number 33. 18 out of 36 people love reading, so reading in the pie chart will be represented by. Well picked. Semicircular sector is the correct answer. Question number 34. What will be the word the following date 524 and 28, 54, 35, 26, 30, 20, 38, 40? Nicely done. 31 is a solid answer. Question number 35. We apply the aggregate function to a group of sets of tuples using the dash clause. Bravo. Group by is the answer. Question number 36. A die is rolled. What is the probability of rolling a 5 or a number greater than 3? Good thinking. 2 pi 3 is the right answer. Question number 37. Claire tossed a coin 3 times. Find the probability of getting exactly 2 heads. Well done. 3 tappy 8 is the right choice. Question number 38. If 2030 is the class interval of group data, then the lower class limit is dash. Correct response. 20 is the most accurate answer. Question number 39. In a class of 50 students, 40% are girls. Find the number of girls in the class. Excellent choice. 20 girls is the right answer. Question number 40. Point out the correct combination with regards to kind keyword for graph plotting. You're right. All of the mentioned is the correct answer. Question number 41. Listing of data in the form in which it was collected. Then the data is known as solid response. Raw data is a valid choice. Question number 42. When a die is thrown, then the probability of getting a number not greater than 5. Right again. 2 pi 3 is a valid answer.
Question number 43. Find the mode and the median of 2, 3, 16, 12, 14, 19, 12, 14, 13, 14. Are they same?
Great thinking. 14, 14, yes, is the right choice. Question number 44. An auditorium has 600 seats. 203 of the seats are empty. How many seats are empty? Good job. Your answer 400 works well here. Question number 45. Complete the following sentence on. The range is the dash subtracted from the dash. You chose lowest and highest. And it is correct.
Question number 46. Which type of triangle is this? Triangle with length of side 7 cm, axis 7 cm.
Nice selection. Isosceles triangle is the correct and valid answer. Question number 47. What is this? Collecting the set of data and representing into a different form. Smart move. Data handling is an accurate answer. Question number 48. The difference between highest and lowest value of a set of data is called dash. Correct. Range is the right answer. Question number 49. Write true or false data obtained in the original form is known as raw data. On track. True is the correct answer. Question number 50. What is the output of the following program? Y equal to A is equal to lambda x A print ziz. Exactly. 48 makes sense and it is right choice. Question number 51. The range is found by finding the dash number and subtracting the dash number. Perfect. Biggest, smallest is the correct choice. Question number 52. Which of the following is the mode of data 1, 2, 1, 1, 3, 3, 4, 2, 3, 1, 1? Right choice. 1 is the best answer. Question number 53. Dash is a collection of numbers gathered to give some meaningful information. You got it. Your choice data is right. Question number 54. To find the mean of a set of numbers, add up all the items and divide by dash.
Great job. The number of items is the accurate answer. Question number 55. What is the mode of the following data set? 5, 7, 7, 8, 12, 12, 5, 6, 13, 12.
Excellent. 12 is a brilliant choice. Question number 56. A graphical representation of numerical data in the form of rectangular bars. Valid point bar graph is true. Question number 57. The dash of a set of observations is the observation that occurs most often. Well reasoned. Mode is the correct choice. Question number 58. In a bar chart, a bar of length 4 cm is drawn. If 1 km is 1.5, what will 4 cm be? Strong choice. 6 is the right answer. Find the range of the data 128, 139, 148, 152, 154, 143, and 46, 139. Nice work. You chose 26 and it is correct. Question number 60. If 2 dice are thrown simultaneously, what are the total number of outcomes? Clear logic? Your choice 36 is sound and 100% true. Question number 61. If a coin is flipped in the air, what is the probability of getting a tail? Well picked. 1/2 is the correct answer. Question number 62. Write true or false. The median is always one of the numbers in the data. Excellent. False is a brilliant choice. Question number 63. What is the median of the data 46, 64, 87, 4, 158, 7, 75, 90, 55, 33, 92? Clear logic. Your choice 58 is sound and 100% true.
Question number 64. How do you group tally marks together? By Maths Online Bathinda 9464387372.
Nice selection. By fives is the correct and valid answer. Question number 65. You have to put the values in order from a dash in order to find the median. Valid point. Small to large is true. Question number 66. A die is thrown in what is the probability of getting an odd prime number? Right again, 1/3 is a valid answer.
Question number 67. In a single throw of a dice, find the probability of getting 1 on the dice.
Strong choice. 1p6 is the right answer. Question number 68. Which of the following creates an object which maps data to a dictionary? Right choice. Decreader is the best answer.
Question number 69. When a die is thrown, the probability of getting a number less than 7 is.
Bravo, 6/6 is the answer. Question number 70. In a pictograph, one picture equal to 80 cars, then 24 80 cars is equal to dash a pictures. Great thinking. 31 is the right choice.
Question number 71. Given data is 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 5, 4, 2, 1, 5, 3, 4, 2, the mode is.
Smart move. 4 is an accurate answer.
Question number 72. In data handling, difference of highest and lowest observation is called.
You chose range, and it is correct. Question number 73. The number of times a particular observation occurs in a data is called. Sharp thinking. Frequency is the right choice. Question number 74. The number of times an observation occurs in a data is called its dash. Nicely done. Frequency is a solid answer. Question number 75. Which of the following is not important while constructing a bar graph? On track. Coloring the bars is the correct answer. Question number 76. What is the best method to find out the height of students in a class? Good job. Your answer interview works well here. Question number 77. Say true or false data obtained in original form is called raw data. You're right. True is the correct answer. Question number 78. Say true or false sides of a parallelogram are of equal length. Perfect. False is the correct choice. Question number 79. Using graph 1 on your worksheet, work out how many oranges were sold. Well reasoned. 48 is the correct choice. Question number 80. Dash is a collection of facts and figures, such as numbers and words. Solid response. Data is a valid choice. Question number 81. What percentage of the boys said they took part in no regular sport? Well done. 12.12% is the right choice. Question number 82. A dash is a representation of numbers using bars of uniform widths. You got it? Your choice bar graph is right. Question number 83. What is the name of the triangle whose all 3 sides are unequal? Nice work. You chose scalene triangle and it is correct. Question number 84. Distinguish the mode of the following numbers 356423233538. Great job. 3 is the accurate answer. Question number 85. After classifying the data, the next step is to interpret the data. Exactly. False makes sense and it is right choice.
Question number 86. We use a survey to collect dash by Maths Online Bathinda 9464387372.
Good thinking. Information is the right answer.
Question number 87. Dash shows the central tendency of a group of observations or data.
Correct. B average is the right answer. Question number 88. What is the probability of getting prime numbers on rolling a dice? Smart pick. 1/2 is the correct choice. Question number 89. Find the median of the following set of data: 2, 3, 6, 8, 9, 11, 12. Correct response. 8 is the most accurate answer.
Question number 90. The range of the data Pew 6, 14, 20, 16, 6, 5, 4, 18, 25, 15, and 5 is...
Excellent choice. 21 is the right answer. Question number 91. In a percentage pie chart, what angle represents 10% of the data? Smart move. 36° is an accurate answer. Question number 92. Which of the following is the probability of an impossible event? Perfect. Zo is the correct choice.
Question number 93. The median of the set of numbers 12, 26, 17, 28, 10, 14, and 35 is...
Valid point. 17 is true. Question number 94. Which of the following is the mean of first 5 natural numbers? Solid response. 3 is a valid choice. Question number 95. Calculate the range in the following set of data: 9, 2, 3, 5, 7, 6, 8, 9. Sharp thinking. 7 is the right choice. Question number 96. When a die is thrown, find the probability of not a prime number. You're right. 1/2 is the correct answer. Question number 97. Dash refers to the information in the form of numerical figures. On track. Data is the correct answer. Question number 98. In an pattern, the objects or numbers do not extend in a sequence. You chose false, and it is correct. Question number 99. Pictorial representation of data using symbols is known as dash. Smart pick. Pictograph is the correct choice. Question number 100. Which among the following is not a measure of central tendency? Well reasoned. Range is the correct choice. Question number 101. What is the median of this data set? 3, 17, 17, 11, 8, 13, 5, 18. Nicely done. 12 is a solid answer. Question number 102. Data that is collected directly from the customer is secondary. Excellent choice. False is the right answer. Question number 103. In data science, which of the Python library are more popular? Nice work. You chose pandas, and it is correct. Question number 104. Which grade level is suitable for understanding data handling? Right choice? Grade 7 is the best answer. Question number 105. Usually, data available to us in an unorganized form is called. Well done. Raw data is the right choice. Question number 6. Classify the following data: daily temperature in Kuala Lumpur. You got it? Your choice, numerical data, is right. Question number 17. What is the range of the following? Nas died 12, 1929, 39, 19201. Correct. 191 is the right answer. Question number 108. The data not collected directly from the source is called dash. Excellent. Secondary data is a brilliant choice. Question number 109. State true or false. Profit equal to selling price cost price. Great job. True is the accurate answer.
Question number 110. A graph that is used to observe changes over a period of time.
Well picked. Line graph is the correct answer.
Question number 111. What is the median of this dataset 797832396?
Nice selection. Sen is the correct and valid answer.
Question number 112. What is the median of the data below? 42, 254, 12, 20, 630.
Right again. 20 is a valid answer.
Question number 113. Find the median for the set of numbers 23, 37, 11, 58, 13, 45.
Strong choice. 30 is the right answer. Question number 114. What do we call the data represented in the form of pictures? Correct response. Pictograph is the most accurate answer. Question number 115. Bars in a bar graph can be drawn vertically and horizontally. Bravo. True is the answer. Question number 116. A bar graph represents the categorical data using dash bars. Great thinking. Rectangular is the right choice. Question number 117. What is an event that will happen or has a probability of 1? Good thinking. Certain is the right answer. Question number 118. The probability of an event which is impossible to happen is? Clear logic. Your choice 0 is sound and 100% true.
Question number 119. Information in the form of numerical figures is called dash.
Good job. Your answer data works well here. Question number 120. Double bar graphs display dash sets of data simultaneously. Exactly. 2 makes sense, and it is right choice. Question number 121. Use the letters a C, E, T, and R to form a meaningful word. Well picked. Trace is the correct answer.
Question number 122. What is a pictorial representation of a word or expression?
You chose pictograph, and it is correct.
Question number 123. How many outcomes are there in tossing 2 coins together?
Smart pick. 4 is the correct choice.
Question number 124. The mode of the data mu2 2 2 3 3 4 5 5 6 6 8 is?
Well done. 2 and 5 both is the right choice.
Question number 125. A dash is used to display 2 sets of data on the same graph.
Exactly. Double bar graph makes sense and it is right choice. Question number 126. The data 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 has every observation as mode. Perfect. True is the correct choice. Question number 127. Find the mean of the following set of day 2549376A. Nicely done. 5 is a solid answer. Question number 128. Find the mean of the numbers below 1875646. Good job. Your answer 5.5 works well here. Question number 129. Which chart is used to record frequency or count of data? Well reasoned. Bar chart is the correct choice.
Question number 130, 12, 213, 18, 2, 210. What is the mode of this data set?
Excellent. 2 is a brilliant choice. Question number 131. Which of the following command is used to install pandas? Valid point. Pip install pandas is true.
Question number 132. If O represents 3,000 eggs, what does O stand for?
Great job. 1500 is the accurate answer.
Question number 133. Which of the following is not always a part of the graph?
On track. Average is the correct answer.
Question number 134. What is the mean of these numbers? 4, 5, 5, 2, 3, 2, 8.
Nice work. You chose 4 and it is correct.
Question number 135. Representation of data in the form of pictures is called.
Correct. Pictograph is the right answer.
Question number 136. What is the median of this data set? 21, 7, 90, 11, 19.
You're right. 15 is the correct answer.
Question number 137. A dice is rolled. Find out the probability of getting 7.
Prozo is the answer.
Question number 138. Dash gives the number of times a particular entry occurs.
Excellent choice. Frequency distribution table is the right answer.
Question number 139. What will be the result of the expression known and
Solid response. A is a valid choice.
Question number 140. Today is Tuesday. It is dash that tomorrow is Wednesday.
Nice selection. Certain is the correct and valid answer.
Question number 141. The space between two bars in a bar graph should be equal.
Sharp thinking. True is the right choice.
Question number 142. The size of each slice of pie is measured by its dash.
Right again. Arc is a valid answer.
Question number 143. A die is thrown. What is the probability of getting 6?
Good thinking.
1.6 is the right answer. Question number 144. Today is Tuesday. It is dash that yesterday was Friday.
You got it. Your choice certain is right.
Question number 145. Which of the following is libraries modules in Python?
Strong choice. All of these is the right answer.
Question number 146. The bars used to count the frequencies are called dash.
Correct response. Tally marks is the most accurate answer.
Question number 147. Find the mode 11, 7, 17, 11, 22, 20, 22, 7, 27.
Right choice. No mode is the best answer.
Question number 148. Which type of graph is used to show trends over time?
Clear logic. Your choice line graph is sound and 100% true.
Question number 149. In the group data, each of the group is called dash.
Great thinking. Class interval is the right choice.
Question number 150. The arithmetic mean of 36, 35, 50, 46, 60, 55 is dash.
Smart move. C47 is an accurate answer.
Question number 151. The median of the distribution 2, 3, 4, and 5, 1, 6 is?
Strong choice. 4 is the right answer.
Question number 152. Important data structures of pandas are dash and dash.
On track. Series and data frame is the correct answer.
Question number 153. Each slice of a pie chart is what part of a circle?
Well picked. Sector is the correct answer.
Question number 154. The range of the marks 85, 76, 89, 39, 54, 65 is dash.
Bravo, C50 is the answer.
Question number 155. Arrange the numbers in ascending order: 2, 3, 25, 26, 24.
Perfect. 23, 24, 25, 26 is the correct choice.
Question number 156. The range of the data 2, 22, 6, 15, 18, 12, 8, 1, 13 is?
Correct response. 221 is the most accurate answer.
Question number 157. Find the mode among these numbers 3, 4, 5, 5, 6, 7.
Correct. 5 is the right answer. Question number 158. Data means information in the form of which figures? Well reasoned. Numerical is the correct choice. Question number 159. It is a collection of well-defined group of objects. Exactly. Set makes sense, and it is right choice. Question number 160. What percentage does a whole circle graph represent? You chose 100%, and it is correct. Question number 161. The probability of an event always lies between dash. Clear logic. Your choice 0 and 1 is sound and 100% true. Question number 162. Data cannot be represented by graphs or pictures, etc. Well done. False is the right choice. Question number 163. The mean of the following data is 12, 8, 15, 3, 5, 11. You got it. Your choice 9 is right.
Question number 164. Tally marks are used to find which of the following.
Excellent. Frequency is a brilliant choice.
Question number 165. It will be a Thursday in one of the next 7 days.
Great thinking. Certain is the right choice.
Question number 166. The dash of each bar gives the required information.
Good job. Your answer length works well here.
Question number 167. The median of the data 20, 30, 40, 10, 15, 25, 35 is?
Great job. 25 is the accurate answer.
Question number 168. Most frequent occurring value in a series is called?
You're right. Mode is the correct answer.
Question number 169. Find out the median of the first 8 natural numbers.
Nicely done. 4.5 is a solid answer.
Question number 170. If the mean of x, x plus 2, x plus 4, x plus 6, x plus 8 is 24, find x.
Nice selection. 20 is the correct and valid answer.
Question number 171. What type of graph uses pictures to represent data?
Nice work. You chose pictograph, and it is correct.
Question number 172. The mean of first 10 odd natural numbers is dash.
Solid response. 10 is a valid choice.
Question number 173 forms one student's hobbies during Simco as a type of?
Sharp thinking. Categorical data is the right choice.
Question number 174. In chapter data handling, we read to interpret dash.
Excellent choice. Quantitative data is the right answer.
Question number 175. Find the mean if the sum of 18 observations is 90.
Smart pick. 5 is the correct choice. Question number 176. Roster method is describing the elements in a set. Right choice. False is the best answer.
Question number 177. Find the range of 8.3, 9.7, 8.1, 10.709, 8.03.
Good thinking. 2.67 is the right answer.
Question number 178. What is the arithmetic mean of 1, 2, 9, 10?
Right again. 5.5 is a valid answer.
Question number 179. Find the mode of the following Q3, 5, 3, 4, 1.
Valid point. All of these is true. Question number 180. This helps in representing data as part of a whole. Smart move. Pie chart is an accurate answer.
Question number 101. The median is always one of the numbers in a data.
Exactly. False makes sense, and it is right choice.
Question number 182. The bars drawn to count each item are called dash. Nicely done. Tally marks is a solid answer.
Question number 183. What will be the result of the expression 10 or 0? Well picked. 10 is the correct answer.
Question number 184. In a bar graph, space between rectangles is always...
Good job. Your answer equal works well here. Question number 125. Find the mean of these numbers 511, 2, 12, 4, 2. Nice work. You chose 6, and it is correct.
Question number 186. Find the mean of the following 20, 50, 20, 10, 50.
Clear logic. Your choice 30 is sound and 100% true.
Question number 187. Mean, median, and mode can be same for some data. Right again. True is a valid answer.
Question number 188. What type of graph is also known as a pie chart? Correct response. Circular statistical graphic is the most accurate answer.
Question number 189. In a line graph, what does the x-axis represent?
Great job. Independent variable is the accurate answer.
Question number 190. A-H uses pictures to show the collected data.
Great thinking. Pictograph is the right choice.
Question number 191. Find the mode. 13, 16, 12, 14, 19, 12, 14, 13, 14.
You're right. 14 is the correct answer.
Question number 192. What is the range? 8, 10, 60, 3, 5, 13, 12, 48.
Nice selection. 57 is the correct and valid answer.
Question number 193. The total of the pie chart angles should be dash.
Excellent. 360 degree is a brilliant choice. Question number 194. What is another way of saying 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2? Well reasoned. 5 groups of 2 is the correct choice.
Question number 195. Which is a Python package used for 2D graphics?
You got it. Your choice, Matplotlib. Pyplot is right.
Question number 196. What is the mean of x, x plus 3, x plus 6, x plus 9, x plus 12?
You chose x plus 6, and it is correct.
Question number 197. The vertical axis on the bar graph is named as?
Correct. Y-axis is the right answer. Question number 198. Find the mean of these numbers 2, 57, 38, 42, 6. Well done. 29 is the right choice.
Question number 199. The mid-value of each class interval is called?
On track. Class mark is the correct answer.
Question number 200. Number of coins in a bag is an example of dash.
Smart pick. Discrete data is the correct choice.
Question number 201. The probability of an impossible event is dash.
Excellent choice. Zo is the right answer. Question number 202. Each numerical figure in a data is called dash. Strong choice. Observation is the right answer.
Question number 203. Which of the following are equivalent fraction? Right choice. 4 per 3, 8 per 6 is the best answer. Question number 214. What is the range of first 20 natural numbers?
Good thinking. None of these is the right answer.
Question number 205. Organizing data systematically is called dash.
Perfect. Data handling is the correct choice.
Question number 206. The median of the data 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 3, 4 is?
Smart move. 4 is an accurate answer. Question number 2 and 7. What is the mean for these numbers? 555. Sharp thinking. 5 is the right choice. Question number 208. The mean of the numbers 10, 20, 30, and 40 is. Solid response. 25 is a valid choice. Question number 219. A histogram is used when the given data is in. Valid point. Grouped data is true. Question number 210. Find the mean of the given numbers, the 3579. Bravo, 6 is the answer. Question number 211. What is the upper limit of the class 220-225? Exactly. 225 makes sense and it is right choice. Question number 212. Bar's height gives the dash for each category. You got it? Your choice quantity is right. Question number 2 to 13. What is the primary purpose of a pictograph? Strong choice. To provide information visually is the right answer. Question number 214. The class mark midpoint of the class 2030 is. You're right. 25 is the correct answer. Question number 215. What will come when we will add 8 to 9 and then 13 9? Nice work. You chose 21 and 9 and it is correct. Question number 216. Dash function returns current date and time. Clear logic. Your choice get date is sound and 100% true. Question number 217. What is the mean of first 10 prime numbers? Correct. 12.9 is the right answer.
Question number 218. The mean of the first 5 whole numbers is. Nice selection. 2 is the correct and valid answer. Question number 219. In the Python statement x equal to plus 5ba and br.
Right again. Operands is a valid answer. Question number 220. Find the median of first 5 odd numbers. Good thinking. 5 is the right answer. Question number 221. Tally marks refers to the collection of 5. Great thinking. True is the right choice.
Question number 222. Find the mean of first 6 multiples of 4.
Sharp thinking. 14 is the right choice. Question number 223. Find the mode of 6, 12, 6, 18, 12, 24, 12. Excellent choice. 12 is the right answer. Question number 224. In the class interval 35, 45, 45 is called? Well picked. Upper limit is the correct answer. Question number 225. Find the mode of 67, 74, 95, 98, 98, 99, and 2. Solid response. 98 is a valid choice. Question number 226. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 4, 6, 3. The mode is dash. Great job. 3 is the accurate answer. Question number 227. Each item in raw data is called A or N. Correct response. Observation is the most accurate answer.
Question number 228. What type of information does data give?
You chose numbers, and it is correct. Question number 229, 24, 20, 22, 21, 20. The mode is dash.
Well reasoned. 20 is the correct choice. Question number 230. The graph divided into sectors is called. On track. Pie chart is the correct answer.
Question number 231. What does a data collection consist of? Nicely done. Numbers and letters is a solid answer.
Question number 232. Find the mode of FISO 993554. Good job. Your answer 5 works well here.
Question number 233. Which graph has an x-axis and a y-axis? Excellent. Bar graph is a brilliant choice.
Question number 234. The class size of the interval 2030 is? Well done. 10 is the right choice.
Question number 235. Find the median 12, 5, 9, 18, 22, 25, 5.
Valid point is true.
Question number 236. A given data set can have only one mode.
Bravo. False is the answer.
Question number 237. 6, 9, 5, 7, 8, 9. The above data is dash.
Right choice. Raw data is the best answer.
Question number 238. How do you group tally marks together?
Smart move. By fives is an accurate answer.
Question number 239. The mean of first 5 multiples of 3 is?
Smart pick. 9 is the correct choice.
Question number 240. What is the purpose of gathering data?
Perfect. To provide information is the correct choice.
Question number 241. If CP is more, there will be a profit.
Good thinking. False is the right answer.
Question number 242. Find the median 9591819281.
Correct response. 91 is the most accurate answer.
Question number 243. Number of times an observation occurs.
Good job. Your answer frequency works well here.
Question number 244. What is 42% expressed as a decimal?
Perfect. 0.42 is the correct choice.
Question number 245. Which percent is equivalent to 0.08?
Exactly. 8% makes sense, and it is right choice.
Question number 246. The lower limit of the class 250-300.
Nice work. You chose 250, and it is correct.
Question number 247. The tally mark IE shows frequency.
Solid response. None of these is a valid choice.
Question number 248. Mean of first 6 multiples of 4 is?
Valid point. 14 is true.
Question number 249. What is the singular form of data?
Bravo. Datum is the answer.
Question number 250. The probability of a sure event is?
Well done. 1 is the right choice.
Question number 251. Today you will be older than today.
Well reasoned. Yes is the correct choice.
Question number 252. List the outcomes of a coin toss.
Well picked. Heads and tails is the correct answer.
Question number 253. A pictograph represents data using?
Great job. Using images is the accurate answer.
Question number 254. Find mean first 4 even numbers.
Smart move. 5 is an accurate answer.
Question number 255. Which was the most popular fruit?
Correct. Banana is the right answer.
Question number 256. What is the mixed fraction of 72?
Right again. 321 is a valid answer.
Question number 257. On tossing a coin, the outcome is?
Nicely done. Either head or tail is a solid answer.
Question number 258. What is another word for average?
Right choice. Mean is the best answer.
Question number 259. Find the mean of cop 8, 14, third, 2, 6, 15.
Strong choice. 15 is the right answer.
Question number 260. In a bar graph, bars are made dash?
Nice selection. Sometimes horizontally, sometimes vertically is the correct and valid answer.
Question number 261. Can there be more than one mode?
Great thinking. Yes is the right choice.
Question number 262. Find the median A357431.
Sharp thinking. 3.5 is the right choice.
Question number 263. Find the mean of 28, 18, 19, 18, 7.
You're right. 20 is the correct answer.
Question number 264. Find the median of 16, 7, and 7, 15, 5.
Excellent. 7 is a brilliant choice.
Question number 265. Choose the immutable data type.
On track? Tuples is the correct answer.
Question number 266. What are the two types of data?
Excellent choice. Primary and secondary is the right answer.
Question number 267. Calculate the mean 16, 5, 7, 12.
Smart pick. 10 is the correct choice.
Question number 268. We use a survey to collect dash.
Clear logic. Your choice information is sound and 100% true.
Question number 269. 5, 6, 7, 9, 3. The mode is dash.
You got it? Your choice 6 is right.
Question number 270. Calculate the mean to 10, 4, 5, 9.
You chose 7, and it is correct.
Question number 271. Dash is one-dimensional array.
Nice work. You chose series, and it is correct.
Question number 272. Find the mean of 70, 82, 70.
Great thinking. 56 is the right choice.
Question number 273. In which graph is symbol used?
You're right. Pictograph is the correct answer.
Question number 274. 25% of a circle is equal.
Well reasoned. A quarter is the correct choice.
Question number 275. Find median point 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
You got it. Your choice 4.5 is right.
Question number 276. Find median 2, 4, 19, 25, 6, 7.
Right again. 19 is a valid answer.
Question number 277. Tally marks are used to find.
Bravo. Frequency is the answer.
Question number 278. Hobby Murid students' hobbies.
Great job. Data categorical data is the accurate answer.
Question number 279. What is 1% as a fraction?
Correct. 100 is the right answer.
Question number 280. What number is 60% of 25?
Sharp thinking. 15 is the right choice.
Question number 281. Data collected from a book.
Good thinking. Secondary data is the right answer.
Question number 282. Data frame in pandas is.
You chose two-dimensional array, and it is correct.
Question number 283. Pandas stands for dash.
Smart pick. Panel data is the correct choice.
Question number 284. Calculate 20% of 260.
Excellent choice. 52 is the right answer.
Question number 285. NumPy stands for dash.
Smart move. Numerical Python is an accurate answer.
Question number 286. The complete angle is.
Strong choice. 360 is the right answer. Question number 287. Google search is an.
Valid point. Secondary data is true. Question number 288. All states of India.
Nicely done.
is a set is a solid answer.
Question number 289. Extend view 2, 4, 6, 8.
Right choice. 10, 12, 14 is the best answer. Question number 290. What is a data? On track. Collection of numbers is the correct answer.
Question number 291. What is 7, 9, but
Solid response. 5 is a valid choice.
Question number 292, 65 equal.
Clear logic. Your choice true is sound and 100% true.
Question number 293, 35-6.
Excellent is a brilliant choice.
Question number 294, 3x2 equal to.
Correct response. 6 is the most accurate answer.
Question number 295, 2xa equal to.
Good job. Your answer 16 works well here.
Question number 296, x6 equal to.
Perfect. 30 is the correct choice.
Question number 297, x0 equal to.
Well done. Zo is the right choice.
Question number 298 plus.
Nice selection. 693 is the correct and valid answer. Question number 29977.
Exactly. 49 makes sense and it is right choice.
Question number 307 plus 7 equal to.
Well picked. Forks 7 is the correct answer.
Question number 301. How you will get all these quiz questions in PDF books format?
Solid response. Contact Narayan Chengder on Facebook is a valid choice.